My name is Bill Alford, and I came to Omaha in June of 1943, and it was a few weeks later when I talked to Dr. Brown and came to the Omaha Gospel Tabernacle at 2006 Douglas. You know, I came for the youth group, and after 3-4 months they did something crazy and elected me to be the president of the youth group, and I started singing in the choir. I was a believer and all that, but you know, when you get out and you don't have any friends and don't have the family with you, I don't know where my life would have gone if I hadn't come in here. I recalled that Pastor Brown apologized for not having moved the church. He said, "I've known for years that we have to move out of this downtown location, but I just knew I didn't have the strength." And so then after he passed away in '64, you know, we still had that more or less in our memories that he was in favor of it and we're in favor of it, so let's go and do it. We decided that we're probably going to have to move because we didn't own any parking at all. Everybody had to find some place on the street, and we were hoping to grow to at least 1,000. The board asked me to determine where we should go. I don't think there was anybody within a 5-mile circle of the church, which wasn't true back in 22 and, you know, 25, 30. But now, most of the people came from the west. We decided that it should be someplace around the intersection of Dodge. There was a huge piece of land on the west side of 108. A developer had already bought all that land and was in the process of selling off a few lots. And I went and talked to him about something right next to Dodge, and they said, "Nothing doing. We don't want any church up in that area. That's too expensive for you. It wouldn't even be thinkable." So after a few days went by, I kept looking at the charts, and it became noticeable that they weren't getting any activity at the south end. And it seemed to me like that was an ideal location for the church. We made an offer of $540,000, and they agreed to accept that. And this was late in 1978. We had to have a bigger fund drive, and it worked extremely well. So he estimated that we would be able to raise $3 million, and that's what we got. Roger Schutte was part of a CNMA church down in Gretna, and is a top architect. And so of the 3 that we had interviews, he made the best presentation, so we negotiated a deal with him and asked him to give us a special rate, which he did. And we had to come up with how many seats. In fact, we started at 3,000 in here in the sanctuary. Price was going to be beyond anything we could even dream. And so we had to trim it down from 3,000 seats, and we got it down to what he estimated would be about $3 million. The main building would just be this sanctuary building, but we have sliding doors, folding doors that come around under the edge of the canopy, so that we'd have a whole number of meeting rooms for Sunday school that we couldn't afford anywhere else. I think the excitement of building something new attracted some excitement, and some people wanted to be part of it. And so Pastor Tom Stebbins, he arranged a kind of a celebration sort of a thing. We started the service down at Douglas, and then we're going to have communion at the new property. Well, we had about 1,400 people show up. I think it was God's hand and miraculous all the way along. That we were able to make a deal with United Benefit that nobody thought was possible. So we were extremely blessed.